Chat, it's finally Oops Mom Got an Atari. And this, what is this? This is a pack by Crazy Kate. And essentially what it is, what happens if you ended up getting an Atari instead of a Nintendo or a Sega? That could have been a problem. It might not have been. It's not like there wasn't good stuff, but I think what we're going to see here is a pack of stuff that, from the 5200, 7800, Lynx, Jaguar, and obscure and shitty games that, an unsuspecting kid was blessed with on Christmas morning. So thank you, Crazy Kate, for doing this. And we've got the Atari 5200, and it was Atari's first massive blunder in hardware. The controller for the system was a telephone number pad layout with a joystick above it. Instead of just taking the already good 2600 joystick and adding a button or two, they're like, what if we just take a shit on it with a gimmick that nobody wanted? Because of this, emulating 5200 is annoying because many games want you to hit specific keypad buttons that need an overlay. So that brings us to the first game, Congo Bongo. So, why am I dead already? Did a leaf kill me? Now, I might have played this before. I think those are leaves. What are those? Beans? So there's like monkey fellas. Chat, what killed me? Vinny, you played the 2600 version of this. Oh. Now, this segment, many of you know, has been shafted for several weeks in a row. I used this as a backup. So starting with this is probably, I don't know, is it good? Is it bad? I don't really know, but... Oh, come on! Chat, what was that? Why did my dude do a... What is that jump? I don't know if that's legit or if that's a glitch. But it seems like once in a while your dude does a big jump. What's crazy is the monkeys don't do any damage to you, but the beans do. Depth perception. What got me? Was it a timer? It might have been the timer. I don't know. Could have been bean. Could have been timer. I'm going to try to complete level 1. Now, I didn't have an Atari, but my cousin had an Atari. I think he had a 2600. Then he had a ColecoVision, which I thought was the most video gamey name ever of all time. And I've actually done a segment on ColecoVision a while back. Oh boy. Well, oh. So this is Frogger, but worse, is where we're at now with this. Why is the monkey just kind of like sitting like that? I don't know. A little too casual while this dude ends up like drowning in the river. Just jorking, I guess. Does anyone know how to back out of RetroArch? Oh, never mind. We'll just close it, I guess. No problem. So next we have, on the Atari 5200, James Bond 007. This game wouldn't be as bad if it came out in the 70s and was on Atari 2600, but it came out in 1984, a year before in Mario Brothers. In the game, you play out a car chase from Diamonds Are Forever. Okay, so there's a world where this would have been as big of a game as GoldenEye. Hiss? Oh, that was a car. Oh no. It looks like kind of Defender, but with a James Bond car that looks like a spaceship. Also, yeah, Atari loved that flashing light stuff, chat. So just, photosensitivity warning. I forgot about that. It wasn't listed or anything. But this is honestly a lot of these games, that was their way of showing graphics. Just tons of graphics. So another cool thing about this game is once in a while, you can't drive forward and you stop. This is the point where you can no longer drive forward and your move backward speed is very, very slow. Now remember, if you got this game for Christmas, this would be all you played for the next 3 months. So let's hope you like it. I love that you can shoot up, but these things cannot be shot, and that's real cool. Also, this looks like a piss-stained DeLorean. What the fuck was that? On the bright side, it would make kids go outside and play. Listen, it was a rite of passage to play in a sewer because your James Bond game was terrible. Goodbye, Mr. Bond. That was the best. Listen, that was the best that could happen. If they wanted to represent James Bond on the Atari, that's him. It's just a stanky leg pose. That's it. That's all you got. But what is the button to go back to the menu, chat? Menu toggle. F1. Got it. Okay, okay. Let's see. We're going to load up the next one. Real Sports Football. So we get to learn about these games, too. This game is a horrible sports game. Okay, no matter what I tried, I can't figure out how to play it proper, and the gameplay seems to consist of just throwing the ball so far in the other directions that it gets you points. Yeah. Oh boy. I already just get Agito looking at at the fucking the visuals and the other dudes on the screen. Tell you what though, that is a very interesting run animation. Turns out I'm really good at this game. Are we having fun, chat? Man, imagine liking football so much that your parents get you an Atari in the early 80s and they get you this. Man. Oh, I love when his kneecaps pop off. That's my favorite graphics. Um, okay. So something's going to happen eventually, even if I don't press a button, I would imagine. Oh, oh, we are really having the experience of the thrill of football. I feel like this is one of the reasons why video games were just not taken seriously for a long time, is because there are still probably parents who think this is what video games still look like. Wow, it's going. Wow. Or grandparents now, or even great grandparents, yeah. But this was like cutting edge technology. But this was like you'd buy the cover, you'd buy a game, and on the cover there would be like this amazing art of like football people, and you'd be like, "Holy shit, they're playing football!" And I love this. This looks so cool. Or like, "Oh, there's a sword and a castle and an orb and a wizard on the cover, and it's beautifully drawn." And you buy it, and it's just this. Yeah. Not to disparage what has come before. You know what? Fuck that. I'm going to disparage this. I don't like it. I don't want it. Next is Star Wars Return of the Jedi Death Star Battle. I feel like I know what this one is. I think I've seen this in like a compilation video of like Star Wars game. So there's the so this came out the same year as Star Wars Arcade. Oh, there it is. Man, my favorite part of Return of the Jedi was that big green and yellow shield preventing us from getting to the Death Star. I gotta lower this. Oh, those are some rancid sounds. I don't want to hear them. Jesus. All right. 50%. Whoa. 2001 Stanley Kubrick. Wait a minute. This is how you win? You shoot the Death Star? Not too fast, though. Oh! I mean, yeah, there is some... This isn't the farthest from the truth, but I like that you have to just deconstruct the Death Star one fucking pixel at a time. Okay. If you fire too fast, though, you lose the bullet, the laser. It goes away. Oh. They are rebuilding the Death Star very slowly. They have like a couple dudes out on the surface of the Death Star just like placing metal, like metal planks. So, what got me? I don't even know how I died. That's alright, that's fine. Don't do the clerk's bit. Listen, I'm not going to do the clerk's bit. But think about the contractors. What the fuck? Oh, I won. Oh, well, they just rebuilt again. It's not like they have anything else anyway, the Empire. They just keep rebuilding the fucking Death Star. I'm sorry, Star Killer Base. Not the worst game tonight, but still not something I would want to spend more than 2.5 minutes on. That's about as much of that as I would actually ever want to play. But there's another Star Wars. It's Star Wars arcade game. And this is it. This is the 5200 version of Star Wars Arcade, which is infinitely better. You play the 2600 version. So, yeah, here's select wave. I guess we'll do wave 1. I don't know. So, the joystick is represented here with the analog stick. And I'm assuming this is way better with an actual joystick because it's way too sensitive. I can't. Oh. Use the force. Well, yeah, this is actually quite a bit better. I guess this is, like, reasonably as close as you could get to playing a Star Wars. Like, and feeling like you're in Star Wars at home in the early 80s. Sound effects are a little hard to listen to, but, you know. We did it. We destroyed one whole Death Star. This seems to be based on the Vector arcade game. It does indeed. So yeah, then the cycle repeats, and you just keep destroying Death Stars and TIE Fighters until you are high score winner. Chat, we didn't have endings before I was even born. We didn't have unlockables. We had high score winner. Oh, it looks like there's some variety here. There's towers. Okay, so we got Death Star towers. That's something. You can kind of almost feel like you're flying around in a 3D space. So that's impressive for Atari 5200. All right. Well, we've seen it. We synced it. Then there's the Atari 7800, which we're about to embark on that journey. It came out in 1986, 3 years after the Famicom launched in 1983 in Japan. The NES, released in America in 1985, was already a smash hit. The 7800 had a slight graphics edge when the NES used than the NES, but uses the same sound chip that was in the 2600, which meant the games still sound horrible. While having some great games, this was in direct competition with Nintendo, which had Mario, Zelda, and Metroid. This thing was TKO'd by the NES at launch, which meant if you got the 7800, there were very few desirable games to play. These are some of the worst that you could have gotten for Christmas. So what you are about to see, chat, is I don't know what game to get him. I'll get him cracked. Who is this metaphorical him? Well, he's me. Could have been me. Chat, I was born 1985. I had an NES. But what if I had an Atari 7800? What if I got cracked? This is a light gun game without support for light guns. So Duck Hunt came out a year before this. Oof. Yeah, there's some sounds. There's an egg. It is broke. So, there's certainly a lot of things on screen that are stealing your eggs. Yeah, shame about the sound chip. That's, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they kept the same sound chip for this long. Huh. Egg carton. Rooster Ranch. Huh? The fuck? So wait. You have to line up the triangles and throw egg at roosters. 42nd Street. What, like Times Square? What are these imps? I guess it's a sewer level, maybe. But I don't know what. What are those creatures? Well, there's a rat. That's kind of fun. How are dragonflies carrying eggs? These are New York City sewer dragonflies. Only the best, is what I would say. But I don't know what this creature is. There's some kind of, like, duende. And then this again. So we're going to go ahead and forget about this one because there's not a lot to see here. But you got the picture. Desert Falcon. This game is actually pretty decent, but does a good job to illustrate the shortcomings of the 7800. So we'll see. Well, okay, in order to fly, you have to hold down. Ugh. Well, at least the game said, we know this music sucks shit, so we're just gonna get rid of that for you. Is this supposed to be like a kaiju? Because these seem to be like giant cities. That music was good, it was just farts. Yeah, someone needs to do, like, a full remake of that one song. It just, I mean, like it says in the notepad here, it just doesn't have the same polish. And it's kind of like, the depth is confusing, and it just doesn't end up being an overly fun experience. Yeah, I agree, the music actually is kind of good, weirdly. Note that a lot of these giant insects just end up, like, smushing themselves against buildings or the ponds. Very confusing and not a whole lot of fun to play, but I respect it because it's a little bit better than some of the other stuff, and it actually attempts to be like a unique video game. So, and it had a cool song that just sounded like farts, like the chat member said. Ninja Golf. So Ninja Golf here is, it's weird. Great game, again held back by a terrible sound chip of the 7800. Ninja Golf. Huh. No shit. Okay, so you know what this reminds me of? What was the Mario Golf game where you had to, like, it wasn't the one on the Switch where you actually had to, like, fight off people on the way? Super Rush. That was the one. Yeah, that was not my favorite game mode by a long shot. But this just kind of reminds me of that. This is kind of actually surprisingly decent. Whoa, frog is huge! What did I press? I pressed the wrong button. This is what inspired the Aqua Teen Hunger Force game. You might be right. So if you press the wrong button, you just exit. Oops. Giant gophers, giant frogs, and ninjas will stop your progress, but are you a bad enough dude to golf? Man, I'm fucking really bad at this. Oops. I am a better ninja than I am a golfer. You can go in the water to fight a shark. There's no water here, but that's kind of neat. It's no Ribbit King, but it'll do. It does get repetitive. And you do end up pressing the same button over and over and over again, so I'm not going to say that this is some kind of classic. But I respect this one even more than any of the other ones tonight. This is like... Yeah, this is like in a league of its own when it comes to Atari. Like, well, I mean, I know there was good Atari games too, but... None of them sounded good, that's for goddamn sure. It's funny that in Blade Runner... Oh god, oh my god. In Blade Runner, they have Atari signs all over the place in 2019. Like they would remain the dominant form of entertainment on the planet. I can't tell if this is supposed to be music. Well, I think I have to stop playing this now for my own sanity, but this is the type, I was just about to say that, this is the type of game that could use a remake, because this is such a weird concept, and it has so much potential to actually even be better. But it's wacky. It's wacky! Full playthrough when? Oh, yeah, why don't you do the full playthrough? Next is Super Skateboarding. This game's biggest sin is its concept. You play as a skateboarder who has to go through a maze of tubes in a building to turn off appliances. So, yeah. The fuck? Okay. Is that the electrical bill going up? How do I get... How I go in the tube? Ah, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh boy. Them controls is stinky. We have to turn off the fucking buzzsaw. No. We got to continue turning off the buzzsaw. Because every time you skate by it, it continues to turn. Oh, God. It's so. Yeah, it is disorienting. How do you actually skate? What button do you press? Oh, God. I pressed the fucking restart button. Because it's just Y on my controller. Someone is projecting films. I kind of like this one a little bit. Not to say I want to play it for more than a couple minutes, but I think it's kind of something interesting. It's a little confusing. It's a little disorienting, and it controls a little bit like shit. But a unique concept is a unique concept, and this definitely has that. And I feel like, yeah, there's a lot of potential here for this to be even better than it is. Oh. Please splat. Please splat. Oh. It would have been like a 10 out of 10 if it had that splat. But as it is, I respect that one too. There's a lot of respect going about. This is the circle of respect right now, chat, where there's a lot of really bad games, but once a decent one shows up, and I don't even mean like a 10 out of 10. Oh my God. I mean something that is just slightly above poop is good enough to get my respect tonight. This one's called Tank Command. This is the description I got. Everything about this game makes me fucking physically ill. Be it bad controls, shitty physics, or horrendous graphics. Where's Froggo Games these days? I love the music, though. It's like kind of the bad kind of good. Or the good kind of bad. I'll let you choose. Alright, everybody, welcome to World of Tanks. My promo code is PromoVine. And you can get 15% off the Panzer. Yeah, World of Tanks is now doing therapy. So if you want, you can hop in game and you can talk to someone. World of Tranquilizers. They offer tranquilizers if you need them. But no, hop in a tank and do therapy and get a free meal kit while you shave your scrotum. All at worldoftanks.com. Jackal, this is not. Now that was a good-ass game. This is kind of, I don't know. This is a shame. Yeah. I mean, the one good thing is you can adjust your energy level. It makes you feel like a real tank commander, even though it doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, I know what it does. It's the fucking distance of your shots. Because you can't just shoot. They have to arc. All of your shots have to actually hit perfectly. This is what Saddam used to train his troops in his Burger King bathroom. That's very specific, chat member. Why do you know that? Apparently, Froggo Games is considered one of the worst developers of this generation. Great name. You know, Froggo is great, but that's a terrible shame. Next, we move to the Atari Lynx. When the Game Boy hit the USA in 1989, it would change the world of handheld gaming. You could play RPGs, puzzle games, and platformers on the go with a similar quality to what was at home. Atari recognized that this was the new market to tap into and made a decent handheld. However, much like the Game Gear, the thing was too expensive and used too many batteries, and third-party support was heavily lacking. While kids at your school were playing Tetris, Final Fantasy, and Mario Land, you were stuck with whatever this shit was half-assed ported to the console. Sorry. All right. So Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I've streamed some Lynx games in the past, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa. His hair is changing colors. It's radical. Oh, no. What? Oh my god. They couldn't bother to make a sprite. That looks so janky. Oh my god. Oh. Diagonal is even worse. Oh, what a shame this would be if you got this game. You know, because the movies were really good. And then you get this. Bogus. And then it just starts over again. One note. Did the music just go away? Oh, you can run. Hang on. That makes this a little bit better, right? Excellent. Found a gold nugget! This is based on the Saturday morning cartoon Bill and Ted. That is actually... I don't think I've ever seen that. Oh no. Why'd the music start up again? Bill's moves 182, Ted's moves 3? Okay. What was that? Most triumphant? Be most triumphant, dude. One line of dialogue. This looks like Vomit the video game. It's a little vomiterial. So I just got an item. I don't think you actually end up doing anything. You just walk and collect stuff. Bogus, that's water, dude. 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 Be most triumphant, dude. That's actually fucking bogus as shit. Vinny, you have no idea if that is true or not. What, that you don't actually do anything in the game? I said, that's why I said seems. That usually is a good modifier for that sort of thing. It certainly seems as if there's not anything to do in this game. Is this supposed to be a two-player game? I don't know. It certainly seems as if it isn't. I could be. I don't know, chat. Vinny, are you uninterested or disinterested in this game? I am... fist interested. So we don't need to see anything more from that one. We can close that and we can try... The next game's going to be better. It's Dirty Larry, Renegade Cop. I'll get out of here. Move right and hit enemy with gun or fist. At this point in testing, I started crying and listening to Radiohead. Getting yelled at. But you have to wonder, though, like, okay, so a kid who's like 7 getting the Atari Lynx, why would their parents get them a Dirty Harry game? And darn it, Larry. Sorry, Larry, that's the 3rd car this week. You need to learn to respect police property. Oh, man. Listen to this music. Judge Smite just threw out another case. Judge Smite. This music is like giving the impression of dissonance, but isn't Harold Snuff amazing? It's not dissonant, but it's giving the impression of dissonance. And I want a picture of Spider-Man's cock, and I want it now! Wow. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay! Why was fist more powerful than bullets? Mr. White was mentioned. Oh! Barbershop. What if he ends up liking that, though, after a while? Oh, those are bullets. Oh. Oh, boy. There is just so little going on. You have so little control over what's happening on screen. Huh? Did it crash? Chat, I think it crashed. Yeah, it fucking oh, wait. It's weird. The real... It didn't crash. Something happened. I don't know what happened, but the real Atari Lynx that I'm using reset to its menu debug state. Very weird, that is. John Tari Lynx is gonna... Yeah, his name is Link. John Tari Link is gonna actually probably end up suing. Did that dude just self-immolate? What the fuck? We've seen the whole thing. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple things that happen later on in the game. I wouldn't doubt it, but in terms of like gameplay, you go right, you shoot, and then you take damage, and then you shoot, and then you take damage, and then you shoot. Kung Food. Okay. Well, whatever this game is, I respect the name and the title screen. So, like I said, there's a lot of respect going around. How is the sound chip for the Lynx worse than the Game Boy? Oh boy. Okay. Well, there's actually some nice pixel art, and there's a story being told. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. He's so scummy. Oh. Who is this motherfucker? He's like the Jolly Green Giant. Oh yes, classic game Kung Food. Is that Leno? Okay, maybe it is. It's better than the last two games. You can actually shoot, not shoot, you can kick. Sorry, I got confused. The game induces confusion. Also, that glowing bar on the right is doing no one any favors. Holy shit. Yeah, kick the peas. Yeah, I love when the Jolly Green Joker goes in the freezer. Yeah, fights the freezer burn. Oh god, it's frozen! Yeah. Yeah, it needs a little bit more peas. Put the peas on it. Yeah. Are those weenies? Imagine playing this for 15 minutes while your battery runs out. I mean, you know, there was a certain time where people were content with just two moves, kick and punch. I didn't really care for beat-em-ups. There were good beat-em-ups, but I rented beat-em-ups, and I didn't really care for them very much. It just kind of bored me. But, you know, Turtle was good. The Turtles game. Double Dragon was okay. There was some arcade stuff I liked, but it was not my preferred genre. But this one is just kick tomatoes, go fuck yourself. It's interesting to do a segment like this and learn about all these games. What if that game was a huge hit? We'd be playing the Vegetable Jelkers 10 on the Nintendo Switch. Power Factor. This game is a war crime. I wish I could bleach it from my mind. It's almost like song lyrics. It's very poetic. Handmade software. Handmade software. Okay, and we have oh god, it looks like Captain Novolin. I'll go normal game mode. Those legs are super animated. Oh boy. So controls are very stiff. It takes a while to turn, and sometimes your inputs just don't work. And also jumping, you kind of get locked in your jump. So it's one of those games. I don't know what's happening. Oh no. You know, I am honestly glad he is dead. Oh, oh man. This is some rancid fucking gaming right here, chat. It's not until you actually play this that you fully understand how much of a nightmare Christmas gift this would have been. Yeah. No, we can't do that anymore, chat. We can't do that anymore. That one's unfortunate. It almost looked like a real video game for a bit too. Jaguar. So the Atari Jaguar. I've played some Jaguar before. And we've only got a couple games for it, but let's see. Maybe I've never seen these before. This one's Attack of the Mutant Penguins. Great looking game, but it's a mess of ideas that don't work. Run around collecting blue dudes and drop them on chests and open them and hopefully get a weapon. What's pandemonium? Oh, yeah. You've pressed the fire button for your weapon. The problem is you don't have it yet. You need to collect 3 letters to spell bat or pan in order to get the weapon. You've just tried to drop a gremlin or flick a switch. You need to be immediately next to a machine, switch, or bonus chest and facing it to do this successfully. So the Jaguar being a 64-bit console is also a lie, because there were two 32-bit processors just like duct taped together. Did AVGN cover this? I don't know. Do the math. Why can't I open this? You've just tried to eat glue, but you haven't picked up glue yet. Please consider returning your Atari Jaguar and buying a mondo amount of glue. What does that happen? That's weird that that happens. What button combination am I pressing? I should have read that, but it just went away very, very quickly. So people in chat are saying Toe Jam and Earl. I want to make a joke about like toe material, but Toe Jam and Earl is already called Toe Jam and Earl. So this is like a little worse. This is like Fromunda and John. It's just slightly worse, maybe. You have just dropped a gremlin on a machine. It will now start to build it. To build it faster, drop more gremlins. Okay. Someone said, "Oh, it's Pikmin." It seems to kind of maybe slightly. A mix of Pikmin and Lemmings. Flemings. I like how this whole time we get to hear really cool noises like, ooh. Well, wasted the dynamite, I would imagine. So this is a great example of how not to get your player invested in your weird gameplay. Very cool. I think I won. Pretty sure I won. This is an Angry Bird. Love it. Here I am naively thinking that the game would actually, like, kind of start slow enough where we could attempt to learn it. There's also, listen, someone saying you have to collect gremlins to get penguins on a scale. Of course, I mean, obviously. But, it's confusing. And I'm also doing the streamer curse thing where I just am trying to figure out how to make this an entertaining segment while also learning how to play a bizarre game. And I've given up. So that's why we're going to play another game. Oh no, it's Double Dragon. I was just praising Double Dragon. Well, this is Double Dragon 5. Alright. Cool sprite. Decent music. So I'm already, like, warmed up to maybe this being good. Not Double Dragon. I was talking about, what game was I talking about? Chat, what is the name of the game that is a, it's a beat 'em up. Is it Double Dragon? Streets of Rage? Yeah, maybe. Oh well, I can't think of it. River City Ransom is one of them. Double Dragon is a beat 'em up. Okay. So this one seems to be a fighter. They're almost the same dude. They copied each other's homework. Thanos. Bones is great. He's got a viper in his head. Manslave! Sekka. What? Countdown. He's just like a cyborg dude. And Sickle. Oh, these are fantastic characters. This is another Saturday morning cartoon adaptation. We have seen this. It's in the thumbnail of... Vinny, I'm sure you played this and you picked Bones. Now, did I play the Jaguar version? I played the SNES version. I mean, of course I would forget that. Pretty bad at this. Hey, Skeleton, can you just shoot your gun? I promise you, you can shoot your gun and it would be so beautiful. I'm pressing like every combination of buttons. I'm trying combos. I'm doing quarter circles, half circles, everything. Very good. Yep. Now imagine you're 10 years old and you get this. There's got to be more characters, right? No, maybe not. It feels like they're like not even in the same game. Like, what's going on here? Oh my god. This is the worst fighting move ever. This whip, it's so fucking bad. We don't, yeah, it's fine. We didn't need the music anyway. Oh. It doesn't, the music can't keep up with the game. This guy likes milk, but dislikes the Shadow Master. This guy likes video games, hates Bad Hair Days. Likes food, dislikes flossing. Like the dance. Likes Marilyn Monroe, but dislikes dogs. Get out of here. Likes styling mousse, dislikes dull knives. Likes New Year's Eve, but dislikes DMV eye tests. Likes talk shows, dislikes commercials. Likes aerobics, dislikes flab. Wow. I feel so connected to these characters. Which is why we have to move on now. We don't want to ruin the characters by playing the game. And there's only one game. It's Trevor McFur in the Crescent Galaxy. Oh. Chat, how do you like JPEG artifacts in your Atari Jaguar games? I think this is a year before Star Fox, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, I think I played this. This is familiar. This is fucking weirdly familiar. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh yeah, the Smegma game. That's different. They wouldn't put Smegma in this game, would they? Very stingy with the music too. There's no like. So many of these games don't have music, or the music doesn't work, or it sounds like shit. This is the little lion man that they were talking about in the song, I think. What's the name of the workstation Donkey Kong was on? The SGI workstation? Where they did the 3D. Very early 3D equipment that studios got their hands on. I feel like a couple people got an SGI workstation and just tried something, and they made this. I mean, this is just a glorified tech demo that they were like, nah, it's done, ship it. Oh, wow. This game came out the same year as Star Fox. Oh. I thought Star Fox was 94. Well, I don't know what to say here, Chad. It's just, you know, it's certainly something. Equilibriumite is the murky result of two large asteroids colliding. Corporal McFur, this is General Patent. Patent? Oh, like Patton? Get out of here. We just lost an armada an hour ago. Recon reports show something called Audit has entered your sector. Heads up, McFur. Like, I guess Fox McCloud. I wonder if Star Fox was 93, so then I wonder if they just made this game in like 2 months after Star Fox came out, because that is some Star Foxian shit going on there. Or Nintendo ripped this off. JPEG. And this is why we can only hope that mom didn't buy an Atari. What does it say here? It says, it hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me. The end of laughter and soft lies. The end of nights we tried to die. This is the end. Is that the Doors? Is that the song The End from the Doors? I think it is. Yeah. Well, this is the end, my only friend. Yeah, that one. If it wasn't 10 minutes, I would play it. But yeah, thank you, Crazy Kate, for making this pack. These games were truly rancid. Now, for the future, if there are more Atari games, I know there's good ones, and I've played some good ones, but if you would like to do another Atari pack, or anyone would like to do that, I don't mind a decent game once in a while. I just think it would be good to get the full scope of what a console does. I enjoy playing bad games on a Sunday stream the most. But like, if you sprinkle in like a good game just for contrasts and say, hey, this is what was possible on the Atari Jaguar. However, we mostly got shit like this. That would also be fine. But that was good, and it's been unshafted. Finally, chat. The shaft is no longer.